having a wonderful Sunday evening. I'm so excited to meet my wonderful guest today, the lovely Prity Agarwal. Met Prity online a year or so ago, and we're going to have a conversation today because I want to find out more about her, what she does, and the leadership insights that she could provide as a woman leader, a mother, an entrepreneur, somebody who is also a professional in the field of health. So I'm going to bring Prity in. Hi, Prity.
Hi, Manwara. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful to have you. I really wanted to hear all about your journey in the last 18 months. I have to say, I know very little. And what I know already, I find really fascinating, and I want to know more. So I know we're going to meet some people that are going to be listening to us right now, but anybody who joins us, I want to say thank you very much for joining us. And if you have any comments, any questions, please, by all means, do put it in the chat. We will pick it up afterwards, but I just want to listen to Prity and what she has to say today. We're not going to be on air for very long. But yeah, let's get the ball rolling then, Prity. Tell us a bit about yourself. What do you do?
Thank you, Manwara. So, my name is Prity Agarwal. I am a mom to two children. They are 13 and 7. I am a physiotherapist. I've been a physiotherapist for 17 years, and I love reading, traveling, spending time with my family, and I'm quite aspirational as well. So, I aspire and I like to inspire as well. And I recently started It's Your Mojo. So I'm the founder of It's Your Mojo. It's after school and holiday activity lessons where we try and promote and empower children's creativity through lessons. But that's just a small aspect what we're trying to do through our classes. The overall mission is to empower children, to increase their self-confidence, their self-esteem, and give them those extra skills that they will need in their future life. So we're trying to make a positive impact on our next generation of children.
Excellent. Thank you. And I'm going to ask you, Prity, something personal. What gives you joy? Not work related.
What gives me joy? It's a very good question. Not many people ask me that. But I think I get joy out of connecting with people. I think that's really when I connect with people on not just saying hello or acknowledgements, but when I connect with people on a deeper level where I know them a bit more, and where I get inspired and I inspire others. I think I really enjoy connecting with people, Manwara. I thoroughly enjoy that. I also enjoy cooking. So, and not everyday cooking, but when it comes from within, like, when you have that feeling of I'm going to make something special. So I like cooking. I used to read a lot. I don't read as much now, but that used to be something I used to do a lot before. And I love listening to music.
So
Yeah,
name
that
me a
gives me
dish.
joy.
Name me a dish that you would love to, or you would make you happy to cook.
What would I make? Anything, any curries.
Curries. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yum.
Yeah. But if I had to learn something, I would love to learn how to bake because I'm rubbish at baking. So someday I would probably love. I think it's the precise measurements that really in baking to get things right. I think, yeah, that's a
Someone
challenge for
told
me.
me, but someone told me you have a baker in your house. Not right? Do you have?
Well, my daughter bakes. she bakes better than me.
Oh, great.
Yes, not me.
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned what's It's Your Mojo. That's your business that you set up about just roughly 18 months ago.
Yes, so we've been working a year now on It's Your Mojo, and so the idea is to empower children for the holistic well-being of children. So we know children go to school. Some children don't even go to schools; they're home educated, And there's a lot of focus on them learning English, math, science. But what we miss as a trick is not all children are academias, not, and there are skills like art and craft, cutting, you know, eye hand coordination, grips. A lot of those skills will come together to give them a better handwriting, to, increasing their reading skills. So I would like to work on those skills. So I don't want to teach them how to read and write directly through our classes, through the platform that we run. I would like to work on those other skills. We would like to work on their confidence speaking, presenting themselves through our drama lessons, where children are able to bring their emotions out. They can learn how to express themselves, how to make communication, conversation with other children, present themselves through that, presenting themselves or their emotions through dance, yoga. We do lots of art and craft. We even teach languages on the platform, and that's another side of creativity that we would like to nourish for children, because I think not all children are sporty, and not all of them are academias. And what we would like is to do our bit and leave a positive impact for every child through these lessons. Lessons are just a means.
Okay.
Yes, they are just a means to reach them. But when they come to the lessons, we work, and when they participate in the lessons, there is a reason for every subject that we have chosen for the platform.
So it's all virtual. So all these creativity classes are virtual. And
Yes.
how many teachers do you, I mean, talk us through when you started, like what was it like? Because you just kind of in some ways explained why, but how did you do it?
Yes. So this has been on my mind for a few years, and I think 18 months ago, I think I started working on the concept, started thinking about it. I spoke because I think technology has moved on. Zoom, there's more acceptance of virtual classes at this point. And I think that was a push that I felt that right now is the time when. So the reason that it is virtual is because it helps us connect with the best teachers around the UK. We can provide to a lot more children around the United Kingdom than we could do with physical classes, because then we'll be limited to geographical areas. And we would probably then again fall in the same trap and go to the more popular areas where people are more affluent, people have accessibilities. So we'll be going into the same areas and doing the same things. Whereas when we are virtual, we are more accessible to every corner. So even people from remote areas can, join us or join the lessons. So this is the reason why we are virtual. When I first started, I spoke to my family first. I discussed the idea with my children as well, just to know what their perspective was, if they had to attend these lessons, or what they thought about this platform. Because, and also family, they have to support me first, even before I step out, because the time, the resources, everything I need is will be through them. And then I spoke to a few ex teachers to get their viewpoint of today's, where in the schools they are really struggling to provide all these extra activities for children, because they are catching up post pandemic with their usual lessons, and they're really struggling with resources, time, teachers as well. I also connected with a holistic therapist, a rapid transformational therapist, who works with children with a lot of anxiety issues, depression. And she supported the whole idea, saying she's worked with children and these activities would keep them really busy, will empower them, will increase their confidence, because they would know their self-worth, that they are good at something. It gives them an opportunity to explore their creativity, imagination, their skills. There's a lot that children can get out of these classes. I then went to create the website, with the team. I started talking to the tutors, explaining them the mission of It's Your Mojo. So it's not just any platform where, it's not a commercial sort of platform where they come deliver the class. It is with a mission. We are running this platform. So I had to talk. And, right now we have a team of 15, 16 tutors on
Oh, wow.
board.
Okay.
Yes, yes. And we run after school lessons every day, Monday to Friday. We do 2 to 3 lessons every day. We are going to start Saturday lessons for children who are busy during the week, so they have access to that. And right now we are quite busy planning our the big summer holiday lessons. So it'll be
Oh,
almost like a summer club, a holiday club. So we'll be running 3 lessons every day
oh
of
wow.
like different lessons.
So it's going to be quite structured, isn't it?
Yes, very structured with plans. We are also now integrating curriculum
Mm.
into our classes, so into our program. So, like, say, if children are attending French lessons, they can see how they're going to progress over 3 months, over 6 months, what they're going to learn and how they're going to learn. So, what activities they're going to do, what's going to be the outcome of those lessons as well. So, but we are not just doing one particular thing, we're providing all of this for children, because, and it's a subscription model, Manwara. So
Okay.
we are giving children an access to all the classes, and they can move from one subject to another as they please.
Okay, that's really interesting, the subscription model. So is this something you had researched and found a gap in the market?
Yes, yes, absolutely. So there are a lot of providers, there are a lot of individual tutors, art teachers, there are music teachers, and they provide obviously their specialism, but children have to book onto a course for a term, 2 term. And but then what if after 3 lessons the child is not enjoying it,
Mm.
right? So what I mean, as a mom, whatever I felt were the problems with my children growing up accessing these activities, I have tried to take all of them away through this platform by making it virtual, increasing the accessibility. So if you have more than one child at home, you're not running around, in this expensive world. You're not, getting out in the car, driving places, spending time, reaching, getting back, paying for different classes, right? So, and then, sometimes you even forget. So if you have lost a class, you've lost 10 pounds. Whereas our platform is a subscription model at a very reasonable cost, and children can join from the comfort of their home. And it works really well with a lot of children who will have, even if they have anxiety issues, social phobia, they don't want to be among, outside and among 20 children speaking out or performing, whereas from the comfort of their home they know they can still do things.
Mm.
And for other children, they can obviously enhance their skills.
Really interesting. Really
Thank
interesting.
you.
And I love the fact that your idea. You did so much research and you saw a gap in the market, and you said like 15, 16 people have been employed. So obviously you have bigger plans, don't you, for the
Of
future?
course, yes, the plan is much bigger. I mean, this is what do you call, like a showcase right now. The
Okay.
plans are bigger. The plans are to go global, reach, first of all, I mean, we would like to reach somewhere in the UK and then go global. We would like to have our own learning management software, so we can, every child can log their journey.
Mm.
So, they can see at the end of 1 year all the work that they have submitted, all the classes they have done. They should be able to receive some kind of award towards that. And so the plans are much bigger. We would like to influence and make positive impact for every child by
Mm.
giving them something to look forward to.
Mm.
And we are now partners with Children's University. So
Fantastic.
we are their providers, one of their providers where children who attend children's university, if they come and attend our lessons, they can get a stamp in the passport. And so in their children's university passport, we have developed partnerships with Foster Talk, Foster Wiki. This is for fostering parents to give them additional support with their children after school, because they are quite under a lot of stress themselves with resources and cost. So we are providing that. We are also working with a lot of schools, local schools, PTAs, to create awareness of this program for the families and children.
What I find really interesting about Vision, Pretty, is, obviously you knew what you wanted to do and you had a gut feeling and you followed and, quite passionate about what you want to achieve. But that 18-month journey, when you look back, does it, at any point, do you wonder and do you worry about, will you get to the end of whatever your ultimate vision is?
It happens. I won't lie. It happens because self-doubts, it's not even self-doubt. I think it's part of the journey. It's part of the journey where I think I worry mostly when there is stagnation, when things are not moving,
Mm.
is when I think about, am I doing things right? And that's the time when I reevaluate what we are doing, how we are doing. We get feedback from our current members, our clients, and we try and bring in a lot of variety to attract other people, so that, because every child is different, they have different interests, and we try and work on that. I think the self-doubt helps with evaluation of the program, honestly. And I do get that, I wouldn't lie. But I know, and then there's a voice that tells me this is going to be good. So
I know this is very personal and you may decide to sort of not answer it directly, but like something like that, so that people who are listening can understand it's hard work, lot of dedication. It's not enough to have a vision. You have to put a lot of energy and resource. And what I want to know is how much time you actually put in the first year, and even some of the challenges and money.
yes, I mean, so I'm self-funding this platform right at the minute, but we have now managed to get SCISS. So we have registered our company under SCISS as a startup. So anybody who invests in us, who is a UK taxpayer, will get 50% back from the government. So we are obviously looking to get some crowdfunding to support the program. I'm self-funding so far. It's been good, but obviously to grow it bigger, I am not shy of asking for support. And because this is not for myself, this is for the community on a bigger level, and this is going to impact more and more children. So I mean, on from my end, even if I make an impact on 5, 10, 15 children, it's good enough. But I think this has got a bigger scope, and we can make it work. So in terms of hours, I'm kind of on a 0 hour contract right now. Because you can imagine, like, being a mom, being a professional, because I do my other job only a few hours every week, only to keep this program going. So I'm self-employed, so I manage my hours, but I spend a lot of time on It's Your Mojo, because all the partnerships that we are working with, the program, the tutors, it takes a lot of coordination with the tutors. I moderate as many classes as I can in the evenings as well, just to make sure things are running smoothly. I mean, our tutors are brilliant. They are all DBS checked. They're very experienced in working with children. They enjoy working with children. So that's the best part. So they are there to give away their skills. So it's amazing of them to join me in this journey, because every time a new tutor joins us, I talk to them about It's Your Mojo, why we are doing this. That it's not just any commercial platform, it's here with a mission. And only if you agree with the mission, you join us. And yes, I mean, not everybody joins us, honestly, because there are people who, I mean, they want more money, they want more, commitment. So not everybody decides to join us, but people who believe in us do join us.
Yeah, no, it sounds excellent, in terms of investment as well, because think about that future vision that you are showing us almost. Uh,
We
one,
we are already doing one after school club, virtual after school club for a school, and it's going really well. Like we've done 2 terms with them, 3 lessons every week, and it's seamless
mm,
and
mm,
it's virtual and it's going really well. What we would like this program, like apart from running like every day what we are running on the platform, because we can provide after school lessons to schools where it can be inclusive. So because right now children, only those parents who can pay 5-10 pounds every day can access those classes, whereas when we work with the schools we can make them all inclusive for all the
mm,
children who choose to stay back for the lessons,
mm.
right? We are also planning to work with some activity clubs, some nurseries, and get them involved in our mission.
Sounds great. And I think for the benefit of listeners, will you be recruiting more people to run your singing classes, your music
Absolutely.
classes?
We
Yeah.
are always looking for people to join our mission, because obviously it's the availability. Everybody, some of our teachers who go on holidays like in the summer, so we always need cover. There is illness, there is family situations. So I'm a very people's person, so I would not get upset if people, if my tutors can't attend a lesson because of personal reasons. We're human beings first, isn't it?
Mm,
So
exactly.
it's always nice to have other people on board so they can do the cover lessons, they can do extra lessons. And we want to grow this platform for home education community. We want to do more lessons over the weekend. So it's always nice to have a bigger team. We currently have one social media manager, we have one CTO who manages our website, and yeah, and then it's me.
Yeah. I mean, you obviously you are being shy around it all. But if I give you an example of when I used to volunteer, so this is like years ago, and I was in my early 20s, and I used to volunteer at a local charity. Every Sunday from 4 in the afternoon till 10 o'clock at night, I used to run the youth club,
Wow.
and I was only sweet 20. And not only that, I was the chair of the committee. So the chair of the board, the committee, a local resident. So a lot of people knew me locally. So I used to get a lot knocking on the doors. And weekends were the only time when I was not in, uni. And that time was taken just by that organization. The needs were relentless. If it's not funding applications, then it's people's needs, something's gone wrong, managing. If you're a people's person, a lot of your time is drained through managing people.
It is. I mean, but I enjoy connecting. I enjoy working with people. I think this is what I have, as a transferable skill from being a physiotherapist, because I've always worked with people.
Mm,
So I think that's something that has transferred over
mm.
as a skill into this new part of the business that we are working on right now.
Definitely. And I think if you are thinking about like any business that's going to upscale, you need to have people on board that are good at developing relationships, building relationships, and nurturing them over time. Because you talked about investment. That's going to be all about building and developing those relationships. You know.
Absolutely.
So, what's your vision? Where do you see yourself in 3 years' time?
It's a good one. In 3 years' time, I hope we get another interview with you, Manwara, where we can talk about how much we have grown.
Yes.
And yes, I am seeing myself as having grown this platform where it's self-sustained, is doing really well. We've got it's all settled, where I'm not doing everyday things to run this, and we would have got good number of children on board, would have, good tutors on board, and hopefully we'll have our LMS, you know, going on. But for all of this, I think we're going to really work hard and get some investments.
You need to explain the acronyms because not everybody listening is going to understand what you mean by LMS.
Yes, it's a learning management software. So it's like where we plan to develop this system where we can register every child and every child's journey, so they can come attend the lessons. When they've completed the lessons, they can submit their work. It becomes like a portfolio. They can take that portfolio out when they, so maybe in 5 years time they are moving on to another school or university or something. So it's kind of saved in there. And but the whole point of, so we can see it as a journey rather than them coming attending classes and gone and finished. So we want to record that journey for the child. And they can go in there, they can receive their rewards through that. So it's going to be all based with artificial intelligence, and so we want to develop on a bigger scale.
That just sounds really nice. I like that personalized approach.
Yes.
Because that doesn't happen at the moment. So it's clearly a gap.
We have more plans. So we would like to give every child an assessment at the beginning, reassessments later, sort of like time to time, and then we can monitor the progress. So there's a lot that we can do on that system. Those are the plans.
But you might be too famous in 3 years' time, Prity, and we might be running after you.
Never too famous for you, Manwara. Take my word on it. It says it's being recorded, so you can play it back.
Well, who knows where I will be? I might be in the Antarctica or somewhere strange like that. You never know. I mean,
3 years' time, we have to put this as our timeline and come back on here.
Yes, absolutely.
Or maybe do it together in person.
Yes, why not? Why not? Why not? So any last, I mean, we've got about 3 minutes, last, advice, pieces of advice, or maybe you might want to shout out about what it is that It's Your Mojo could really benefit from at the moment. Are there connections? Is there people that you would benefit from connecting with here on LinkedIn, or even, anyone listening to or watching the YouTube channel?
Absolutely. I think this is really important to me while I'm here. I would like to connect with head teachers, virtual heads who would like to adopt our program, give it out to their children, and help us spread the word, give access of this platform to the children in their schools, in their organizations. So money at this point is not important for us. It's important that children are able to use the platform, are able to come to the classes, explore these lessons, and grow. Because I believe, I'll say a quote here if I'm allowed.
Yes.
Every contact leaves a trace, and we want it to be a positive one.
Okay, lovely.
Right? So I would like to receive the same contact, and I would like to give the same contact to children, to people who head the organizations, to give this positive impact to children's lives. And so if you would like to become our early adopters and welcome us to your school, we are happy to come do an assembly, talk to children about our program, maybe give a demo of the program as well. And same with the PTA. So if there are anybody in the Parent Teacher Association who would like to invite us to the schools or fairs, or where we can give a demo, we can give our flyers to children and leave it to the parents to join our program. And I think that would really give us a lot of visibility, and I would really, really appreciate that.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I hope that there are lots of people listening. I mean, I can think of a couple of people that I would love to connect you to, but I hope that there are people listening, and hopefully you will get some connections. So how can people reach you?
So people can reach me on my email, prity@itsyourmojo.com, or through my LinkedIn profile. I am on all social media. I'm on Facebook through our It's Your Mojo page. My phone number is on every social media page. I'm on Instagram, like as It's Your Mojo. We are on Twitter as It's Your Mojo 1. I'm on LinkedIn. I think that would be the best place to connect.
Well, that's where we connected. And
Absolutely. That's what I found you, Manwara.
we found each other. But yeah, so it's been really wonderful listening to your journey so far, Priti. I would definitely want to know in 3 years' time where you're at. Let's do this again in 3 years' time.
Absolutely,
And
Manwara. But I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for taking time out and, bringing me in front of so many people. I would not have done it myself. So thank you for that.
Priti, you are an absolute joy to talk to. We can talk for hours, and I hope we've added value to anybody listening. And please do reach out to Priti. It's Your Mojo is a wonderful platform, and really, the vision, the passion is to add so much value in children's lives. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm a big advocate of creativity because I think intelligence lies in creativity. And everything that we've been told since we were children ourselves was always around focusing on academia. I was always told I'm not good at art. And then wanting to actually follow a profession that was academic, only to be accepted. To be accepted as an Asian Muslim woman in the UK. I felt that I had to choose an academic career, and that's why I went down the route of, studying law. But I mean, I'm still doing things that are academic as well as creative, and it's really great that I have that flexibility. But I feel that it's really sad that a lot of children at that age don't really get to tap into their creativity. So I'm definitely going to be shouting about your platform to any schools, head teachers, anyone I know. But yeah, so thank you for today, and hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday with the family.
Thank you, Manwara. You too. And thank you to everybody who listens into our program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.